Hi, welcome to Lightspeed Academy. I'm Jim Cooper, and thanks for joining me for this Lightspeed session on React routing and navigation. So far, our application has consisted of a single page, just our Outpost page. But we need to add a second page, a checkout page that will look like this. I've actually gone ahead and added that page to our application here already, along with its styles. But now how do I display this page? So far, we've been displaying our Outpost page right here in the app component. And I could technically do the same thing for our checkout page. So I could import it here. And then down here, instead of displaying the Outpost page, I could display the checkout page. And if we go check that out, there we go. You can see that it's now displaying the checkout page. But now we can't get back to our Outpost page. What we want to do is have different URLs for each of our pages, like /outpost and /checkout. And this is where routing and navigation comes in. Surprisingly, React doesn't include any routing capabilities out of the box, but routing capabilities are supplied by a commonly used package called React Router DOM. So we just need to open up our terminal and then npm install React Router DOM and save that. Okay, now with that installed, in our app component here, we need to define our routes. Routes are how we map URLs to pages or components. So first I'm going to import browser router, routes, and route from React Router DOM. And then down here where we've been displaying our Outpost and checkout components, I'm going to delete that and add a browser router element. And inside that, I'll create a routes element. And now inside here, this is where we define our routes. So let's define the route for our Outpost page. I'll start by creating a route element, and that has a path prop which we set to the URL where this page should live. So I'm going to set that to /outpost. And then we give it the element to render when the user hits this Outpost URL. So when the URL is /outpost, we want to render our Outpost component. And now we can duplicate this line and create a route for our checkout page. And that will load our checkout component. And that should be working. So let's go ahead and start our server up again. And then let's jump back over to our browser and we'll navigate to localhost 3000 /outpost. And there we go, that loads our Outpost page. And if I navigate to /checkout, that loads our checkout page. Awesome. The only problem is that when we navigate to the root of our site, nothing is loaded. That's because we haven't defined a route for this URL. What we really want to happen is for this to redirect to our Outpost page. To do that, we need to define a redirect route. So let's duplicate our Outpost route and copy that down here. And then we're going to set the path to just /. And we could technically just load the Outpost component here, but we want to have it actually redirect. So we need to import navigate also from React Router DOM. And then down here, instead of rendering the Outpost element, we will render the navigate element. And we will tell it to navigate to the URL /outpost. So now when a user navigates to the root of our site, it will redirect them to /outpost. So let's go check that out. So now I'm going to navigate to the root of our site. And there we go. You can see that redirected me to /outpost and loaded our Outpost page. Awesome. Just note that you can also add other content above this. So I could add like a header up here, which we'll do later. Notice that that displays here too. But we'll come back to that later. But that's it for routing and navigation. If you want to keep going, here is the next video on linking to routes with React. And here is the entire Lightspeed React playlist. And of course, please like and subscribe if you'd like to see the other content we're putting together. Thanks and keep learning at Lightspeed.